So we're just heading to interview Shaun Varney. Shaun Varney we met through the Mahindra North Island Endurance series recently. And he's just off to Thailand to do some exciting racing over there. Like a lot of young guys, he's looking to try and get overseas. And let's go find out what it's all about, why Thailand's the place to go, and what he's racing.
We're off to Bira in Pattaya in Thailand to compete in the next round of the TSS series. And we're driving a 997 Cup car that's been modified with a 4-litre engine, Olin suspension and a couple of other trick little bits and pieces. So the TSS series is probably comparable to a GT New Zealand here. You can run what you like. There's a lot of XV8 supercars, a lot of old GT machinery, 458s, Audi R8s and Porsches. It's the third round in their series, so they have a 4-round series just within Thailand. We competed in the first round at Buriram and unfortunately missed out on competing in the second round because we were racing Porsche Carrera Cup that weekend. The team we're racing for in TSS, they're called Be Quick Racing, and they've been invaluable, in terms of getting us over there and looking after us and giving us an awesome car to drive and even supporting us into Porsche Carrera Cup Asia. My goal next season is to be competing in Porsche Carrera Cup for the entire season, so we definitely ticked a box by competing one round this season. A bit unlucky with 2 DNFs due to mechanical failure and then getting taken out at the hairpin. Definitely got the pace to compete with some of those guys, and with a little bit of pre-season testing I think we'd be right up the pointy end. Getting used to the heat's pretty hard work, and you're looking at about 30 laps for TSS, and I think it's round 15 for PCCA. We don't run a cool suit, so the weight, we're above the minimum weight. After a race you end up pretty sweaty. The problem is even the forced air coming through the window's hot, so there's no escaping it. Yep, it's a big culture shock. Land of smiles though, Thailand, so everyone's pretty accommodating, and they definitely have patience with me with the language barrier. My Thai is definitely not as good as it could be, so it's probably something to work on for next season. I think I was probably around 9 or 10 when I decided I wanted to go and race supercars, and then had a bit of a reality check, started in karting, brief stint in single-seaters, and then on to New Zealand touring cars, and kind of found a bit of a niche for myself in the GT cars and Porsche Carrera Cup cars. I don't see in New Zealand motorsport a clear progression for young drivers to come through. Definitely pushed us to look elsewhere overseas. You've got the GT Asia up there, things like Carrera Cup, Ferrari Challenge, Audi Challenge. So there's a lot going on in Asia, but obviously the likes of Earl Bamber, have used Asia as a stepping stone to go on to bigger things. You get a lot more exposure in Asia than New Zealand. Going into the North Island Endurance Series in a 997 Cup car, we knew we weren't going to be right at the pointy end of the field. It won't compete with the likes of the Audis and Ferraris. In terms of just really good seat time, progressing my driving, I found it really useful, yeah. It's quite good being able to jump in a Cup car in Asia and then come back to New Zealand, jump in the same car, just different tracks and get some quality seat time. And just coming off the back of the North Island Endurance Series, got to thank Reese and the sector team. They've been great. We didn't have great luck in that series, but really enjoyed the series. Why do I want to go fast? That's a good question. I don't think it's something I could probably pinpoint down to one thing. Yeah, I've never experienced another sport like it. A good day at the racetrack is unbeatable. Even a bad day at the racetrack is better than a good day doing anything else. So. My mid to long term motorsport goal is to get a full-time GT drive, whether that's GT Asia or Australian GT. Definitely that's where I see the future of the sport, and that's where I see my future as well.